Joining me, Maurice Kennard, CEO of slow-moe'd. Thank y'all for joining. If you're new to the channel, make sure you stop and hit that like and subscribe button. It helps us out, helps us get us to our immediate goals. Thank y'all for taking the time to stop by and join. We're probably going to be live streaming for a long time today. So thank y'all for tuning in. What's up, Sambo? How's it going, man? Thank you for tuning in. If you check out my shirt that I'm wearing slow-mo'd 720 degrees of wisdom. The link is in the description. Make sure you stop by our official website, check that out. But yeah, like I said, man, we got a lot to talk about today, a lot of information and knowledge to share. Hope y'all are thrilled. We're working on more slow-mo'ed Moorish portals. They're coming soon. Just have a lot on the plate like usual. Yeah, we got new anime portals that we plan to use that haven't been uploaded to YouTube yet, so hopefully y'all stick around to that and enjoy our previously uploaded Moorish portals. Make sure you like and comment on those so those can get more exposure to larger groups of people on YouTube and increase our SEO. The more SEO that we get, we can give more knowledge to you guys. So feel free to drop any questions that y'all may have. Any questions y'all may have about the channel, anything about our merchandise and the upcoming events, feel free to drop in the comment section, inquire about if you want or if you will. Yeah, we got a lot, like I said, we got a lot of special knowledge to drop. I don't have that much battery life on this. I'm gonna try and charge this up a bit. Give me one moment. Yeah, we got some exciting things coming. Thank you for the kind comment, Sambo. And your comments, as usual, they're always welcome. You know, just I'm always keeping it real, just chopping it up. Thank you for tuning in, taking your time to tune in. We're a small YouTube channel. We've been grinding for the past 5 years. And before that, but what's shown is the 5 years, but yeah. But yeah, some things that I want to talk about. They're related and unrelated to the channel on both. I'll go over some of the issues that I've been running into on our Twitter account at slow-moed 420. there's a couple of accounts that, well, accounts or people that I run into on Twitter, and they tend to share misinformation. And as y'all know, like, just just keeping it real, delivering the facts to you guys. These people have to be confronted. There's a recent guy. He recently had his Twitter account suspended. I think it's white_ghost and some numbers 187, I believe. Yeah, white_ghost 187. He had made a statement or a tweet telling the blacks or dark-skinned people that are calling themselves black, Negro, African American, color, etc., to go back to Africa. And I had to make a comment on that. Well, actually, I just replied to another comment. Somebody had said that said, and I quote, "Why is everybody on this channel, I guess, ignorant that everybody comes from Africa? Every human being, at least, comes from Africa." And I just gave my 2 cents. I can't recall what I said, but I was agreeing with him basically, and then had another account under, I guess, supporter of White Ghost 187 comment inquiring me to elaborate on what I was talking about. Yeah, and eventually it started to be a debate about basically misinformation being shared. So I was providing evidence to these individuals, but I was getting counter measures to discredit the evidence that I was presenting. That was that can be looked up, etc. So, but yeah, I just wanted to touch on that because I run into a lot of these people online, and they have the same ulterior motive, and you know, it has to be talked about because, like I said in the previous lives, these celebrities and big name platforms, etc., they won't speak on these situations and the type of level that our company, our business, and I am are touching on these problems, these counterintelligence operations being played on the people with dark skin, calling themselves black, Negro, African American, colored, etc. And this all ties into Moorish science, Moorish magic, symbols, history, etc. And this is what our business is based upon. We use Moorish magic, wisdom, symbols, knowledge, history, science, etc. We use that and we put that in our clothing. As you can see, my shirt that I'm wearing, our slow-moed 720 degrees of wisdom. Basically, this is symbolic of Moors or dark-skinned people pointing at themselves. As you can see, Spider-Man right here by the NYPD van, he's the one pointing at everybody. Everybody's pointing at each other, understanding that humanity comes from one place, and all Homo sapiens are in fact human. So the origin of Homo sapiens comes from what we call, according to English, Africa, specifically South Ethiopia. But Ethiopia is, I believe, a Greek term. The actual name of that place would be called Axum or Kush. But still, it's on that continent where what we refer to today as Africa. This isn't. This is misunderstood by on both sides, so-called blacks and so-called whites in America or USA. As far as the year 2025. So this is just part of the facts. That's why our clothing goes much deeper than just um, being fashionable. There's an esoteric meaning behind it that is backed up by physical evidence. So that, along with our Moorish portals that we're creating for you guys, we're also offering our merchandise. It's comfortable. It's pleasing to the eyes. Uh, and, you know, it has esoteric meaning. And yes, it's affordable. And yes, that's basically just a little bit of the direction that we're gonna go on this live stream. We're gonna get deeper into it, but just warming up. That was just a warm up. This channel is also to inspire people to chase their dreams, regardless of um, no matter how many relationships or friendships may fail along the process of whatever you guys will be doing or trying to do. We basically do over here. Get the job done by any means necessary. Um, Totalaria. I never seen that word before. Let's look it up. Totalitarian. Totalitarian. Totalitarian government. So, is Moorish Empire have anything to do with totalitarian? All right, so on Wikipedia, we have a totalitarian regime is a form of government where the state holds absolute authority and controls all aspects of public and private life. Is characterized by a single dominant political party, the suppression of opposition, and extensive use of propaganda and surveillance. No, as far as I know, the Moorish Empire, well, simply the word Moorish, according to English etymology, means dark-skinned and swarthy. Now, there's the connotative meaning that Islam is trying to place on Moorish, which is a fairly modern usage of connotation. The denotative meaning of Moorish means dark-skinned. As you know, as I just stated, dark-skinned people originated from Africa. This is before the so-called, what we call Moorish, the word existed. So I'm talking about, okay, Homo sapien was 150,000 to 300,000 years ago. So we know, according to anthropology, now, mind you, this is before the term Moorish existed in English, in Greek, in Roman, etc. But as I was saying, this is before the word Moorish existed. So no, I personally don't perceive it as a totalitarian regime. Um, some people may have that perception, but according to like English etymology, anthropology, biology, you know, if we're going to use the term Moorish, which simply means dark-skinned, the first human being was dark-skinned. If that makes sense. I'm not talking about colonial. Is information on Wikipedia. It's something that's been covered up for a long time before colonization of America. Allegedly, they built the Great Wall of China. See, according to the Chinese, there's, I'll pull it up. There's a Chinese scientist, I think it's Mu Liu. Let me go to that reference. But he even verified that the first Chinese were dark-skinned people. Let me look up that reference for you. So I'm in the book currently. This book is called "The First Americans Were Africans" by Dr. David M. Hotel. That guy's reference, I'll pull it up. But basically, his reference was saying that the first Chinese were black or dark-skinned. His name is Jin Lee. Let's look it up. Okay, so we got this reference here. This is on page 39, chapter 1. Let me show you the cover. So this is the book, The First Americans Were Africans, revisited by Dr. David M. Hotel, PhD. So if we go to page 39 in chapter 1. Chapter 1 is part of the first part of the book. First part of the book is backed up by peer-reviewed evidence. So right here it says, to finish with the DNA evidence of the first people in America, the Chinese must be mentioned. Why? The old Clovis theory maintains the first Americans were Chinese. Well, here we will expose who the first Chinese were. Chinese scientist Professor Jin Li agrees with other Chinese scientists, Wang and Li, that the first Chinese had their roots and originated in Africa. And I believe that's I believe that's published by a journal. See Wang. So the Great Wall of China, built by Chinese, the first Chinese originated in Africa. Allegedly, the Moorish Empire was heavily connected to one world empire that got phased out less than a few hundred years ago. Most of our history is heavily controlled. Oh, yes, I agree. Our history is controlled, and it's a part of the narrative to write out the dark-skinned people, or to make the people calling themselves black, Negro colored, etc., make them have an inferiority complex and to be controlled so that they can't claim their own land that they're indigenous to. And funny, not trying to bash on anything that you're saying, but according to Dr. Infudishi Jehutimas, in his book, not spiritual words and heroes, but where is that? Shimshu Haru and the Spirit of the Magi. Like I said on the previous video, this book and his other book, this is the second book, he mentions that Jedi's, the term Jedi comes from the Magi warriors in ancient Africa. The Magi that trained the Kemetic priests, um, the spiritual disciplines and the physical disciplines of fighting, etc. The Magi warrior priests, that's where the Jedi concept originated through their self-discipline, etc. He goes into more detail about that. But every human being has the power to be Jedi's, really. That's through bodily discipline. Basically, the wisdom teachings, bodily discipline, righteousness of heart, etc. Anybody can reach that level of attainment. It's just through knowledge how you get there. Yeah, man. It's a lot of misinformation being shared, and with y'all support, by y'all subscribing, y'all commenting and interacting like you're doing, we can get this show on the road. We can help out more people that may be lacking knowledge in certain areas. Get them to remove the veil of ignorance. The veil of ignorance is hard to remove. The veil of ISIS. The veil of ignorance is basically the veil of ISIS, or the Kemetic name Aset. Aset is symbolic of wisdom, the highest form of wisdom. As a matter of fact, the temple of Aset in ancient Kemet or Egypt was the highest, was the most sought after temple during ancient times due to its wisdom. The Greeks sought out the temple of Isis. I can't think of the exact temple name, but That's according to Dr. Muada Ashby in his book Mysteries of Isis. I can look up the reference right now. I'm trying to think off my head, and I'm only human, so I can't remember everything. Just trying to espouse as much knowledge as I can. If y'all seeing, like I showed y'all that last time. Temple of Aset. Okay, there we go. Let's see here. That's page 38. Let's go back. Just finish some painting real quick. I wish I had green lightsaber. Oh yeah, you definitely got a green lightsaber. Really, I'll give you an example. If you have a green screen or a background, if you got a plain background, you can use tools like Ultra Key, etc. No, I'll just give you an example. Let's say like this mouse, for example. If I hold it sideways and like I have a background that's completely green, you can basically like draw your own lightsaber, and there you go. That's in the that's in the black dot universe though. That's in the phone's computerized universe, if that makes sense, or CGI. If you have a green screen, I don't have the green screen right now, but I basically have a sheet you can put up behind you. That way you can, anything that's in your mind, you can bring that to life with CGI. That's how games are created. That's how you see movies with actors interacting with like Casper the Friendly Ghost, or I'm just giving an example, or Sonic the Hedgehog. Same concept. But back to the Temple of Isis. Page 38. Okay. I don't want to use that reference. I'm not going to use that one. But yeah, like and subscribe. Comment what type of Moorish portals y'all want to see. We got so many ideas. Hope y'all don't mind the music. It's pretty relaxing to me. I keep pressing the wrong button. And I haven't read this book in a long time. Truth that big has to be realized. Yes, I agree 100%. And that's why we exist. We're here to fulfill that mission. The Temple of Dendera. I was thinking it's either Temple of Philae or Dendera, one of those two. Dendera is Het Haru. But Het Heru is just another aspect of a set. Philae is the temple that's in the now, I think on the cataract or something like that. I could be wrong, so do y'all own research. Yeah, the temple of Philae is the temple of Aset. Oh, here we go. Here's a map. So I was saying Temple of Philae. Temple of Philae is all the way in the south of Kemet. I think it's on the Nile River. So the system of the Temple of Philae was a system of wisdom, or a system of the wisdom system, practiced in Aswan. (208). Yeah, that's just some information to share with y'all, so y'all can do your own research. Ooh, it's hot. It's hot. I'm sweating over here, man. Um, so yeah, now we got that out of the way. Yeah. Um, Personally, so changing subject, getting to a little bit of the other side, out basically outside of the business. Um, Took a lot to get here, just to get to this type of knowledge. It took years of just grinding. If y'all are familiar with Pokemon, you know how you have to grind your Pokemon, so to speak, when you're trying to raise their levels. Like, let's say you're trying to evolve your Pokemon, right? You're trying to train them. You know, you go out into the fields and you go into the high grass, and like 200 Rattatas pop up, and you gotta like button mash. You know, just to now use that with like knowledge and reading books and watching videos, etc. That constant grinding is how how we even got to this plateau of knowledge, these plateaus, these higher levels of knowledge. Thank you for your comments, Sambo. They're inspiring. Um, yes, I plan to make the live streams a bit longer than they've been. Just had to free up some more time. Got a lot going on, but behind the scenes. But yeah, it took, like as I was saying, it took a while to get here. Took some grinding. The answers wasn't just laid out in front of you. People around you weren't just as helping as they could have been due to their circumstances. And it's just like I said, there's a lot of veils of ignorance that had to be penetrated, but it also had to be, I guess you could say, like motivated to get through those veils of ignorance and to identify if there's even a veil there. So A lot of friendships have been lost. A lot of relationships have been lost just behind knowledge. Getting to knowledge, either gaining knowledge or being ignorant. It's much more easier to be ignorant. It's much more easier to be like, I'm tired. I don't feel like doing this. Let me just go and live life, supposedly, so to speak. Live life. Let's go. I don't know. Let's go BS around and waste time doing things that doesn't matter. You know, and it's like the feeling. Um, Now the people that are against the dark-skinned people, they know this. They know that the task wasn't easy. They had centuries and generations to build up this impossible lie, as Dr. Kaba Hiawatha Kamene would say. When uh, when the greatest lie is told, the truth is unbelievable, basically, as he would say. So it's the sense is very daunting, which the people that control the narrative and offers these high platforms to the people that are undeserving, they understand this, and that's why it's such a constant struggle for people, individuals like myself, that choose to aspire to gain knowledge and wisdom and to find out the truth and unveil ISIS, to get to the wisdom, to remove the veil of ignorance. So this information is somewhat available to the public, but not really. It's like a double-sided coin. It's like those willing to seek it must sacrifice what they believe is important. There's a lot of illusions that people cherish that they believe are important, but they really aren't. And I had to find out personally, and yeah, I guess very few are chosen. Not saying that I'm the chosen one, but many people don't have the opportunities. That's why we're trying to make it commercially available. That's why we're trying to expand our business, trying to get more people to engage, more people to share, etc. More people to support our business, support our fashion. Besides it just being capitalism and just being fashion, we're offering knowledge behind our clothing, our merchandise, our website, our blogs, our Moorish portals, our videos, etc. And our future endeavors. If y'all allow us to get these opportunities, be blessed with these opportunities. I agree with you, Sambo. It's way more than just YouTube listening, reading books. It is. It takes very much integrity and being real, like you said, authenticity. A lot of people just do it for the views. A lot of people do it for the likes, just to have the status or the clout, as some may say. I agree with you there. A lot of people tend to lose their meditation, well, their imagination by a certain age, and it's not their fault. Um, it's due to the foods that we eat. It's due to the programming through the various images on um, television. As Dr. Edward Robinson would say, it's due through the programming, the brainwashing of media over the whole the 20th century and 21st century. And that's why our company exists, so that we can at least get a foothold into lay a cobblestone to pave the way to African or Moorish um, adaptation to animated, slow alternative reality or animation slowed alternative reality. Hashtag ASAR. So like Osiris, ASAR is the Kemetic name for Osiris. Every human being, according to the mystical Kemetic philosophy, has ASAR. ASAR is simply the soul or spirit of human beings and the universe. It's only one. All of us are interconnected. If if you if you do away with religion and you go back to the um, Kemetic philosophy, which simply just states Asar is the human soul, the spirit of every human being. And this is why we get the story of Haru and Set, the higher self and lower self, as I mentioned previously. Kemetic philosophy, the higher aspects and the lower aspects. The lower desire, lower carnal desires, and the lower desires can be controlled, or the lower chakras can be controlled by bodily discipline, knowledge, study of the wisdom teachings. Um, there's four devotional love, I believe, like simply giving love to individuals. Yeah, and that's mentioned by Dr. Mulata Ashby, but he's the expert, not me. I'm just relaying the message to you all, hoping that you all take the wisdom and do good with it. Everybody should, like Sambo said, use your imagination so you can be free like Neo from the Matrix. That knowledge is all around you and it can be harnessed. Can be harnessed, and y'all have the power to do it. Whatever thing y'all want to do that falls in line with your hearts and desire for the betterment of humanity, you should do it regardless of what others may say. Of course, get your living expenses together, you know, be stable in your living situation with your family, etc. But it will all line up. It's all intertwined. Y'all can do it. I believe in you. Um, no, if you don't believe in yourself, I believe in you because I believe that it's possible. If we're able to create Moorish portals using esoteric knowledge, the spiritual concepts, we may not be able to physically transport items from point A to point B at light speed rates of time. However, we can take your minds, your ears, your eyes, your perceptions, your black dot. We can take that, your cognition. We can take that, transport that to different higher levels of knowledge. And it's not make believe. A lot of y'all may have a hard time understanding this due to the lack of knowledge that's available, and also the counterintelligence moves that are played by the so-called leaders that control the narrative, that basically control all these celebrities and big platforms, etc. They won't be able to tell you this. A lot of them won't be able to tell you this. However, it's still intertwined with each other. I'll give y'all some examples. Like I mentioned this in the previous live streams, previous posts that I made on our Twitter at slow-moed 420. There are certain celebrities, and I'm gonna call their names out. I'm gonna just be real. I'm gonna call their names out. So there's certain celebrities like Scarface, the rapper Scarface, Kanye West, Nick Cannon. Uh, they'll they'll give you a little bit of Moorish African, Moorish/African knowledge, but they won't tell it all. They only tell you a little bit. Now, me personally, I don't know if they're a part of a secret society because it's not known to the public that they were initiated into a secret society. However, certain moves that they make, they'll touch on Moorish African knowledge or science or history, and then they'll leave it at that. Whereas you have our channel, me personally, giving you and telling you what's going on, but I don't have a big platform. I don't have over 100,000 followers on my social media platforms or YouTube, etc. And this is why we're trying to expand out and get this knowledge commercially available. Because I'm gonna give the real. These celebrities, I don't know. They're just not gonna tell the truth until I don't know. Like I don't know what they're waiting on. I don't know like if they know or if they just pretending. I don't know if they don't know. I'm not sure. But I do know what I know. And I can back it up with evidence. Um, Another one is Kyrie Irving. Some of y'all are familiar with him. Tariq Nasheed. public figure, whatever you want to call them. They all know this Moorish science, Moorish history, etc. But don't nobody want to say nothing. And it's like, okay, who's gonna step up and say it? That's where you get our channel. That's where you get our fashion. Though I will say, one of the celebrities that I've seen or rappers that I've seen that have stepped up significantly is Vic Mensa. Vic Mensa has been espousing some of his teachings, and he's been on point. If we can get Kanye West to at least get like 25% of what Vic Mensa is on, we may be okay. Well, we're okay regardless. It's just taking long. It's just taking a long time because I don't know. We got people. I don't know why it's taking that long. Drop in the comment section why y'all think it's taking so long, because the time isn't going nowhere. We're just, like I said in our last video, the people that's trying to control the corporations and etc. That's trying to use the hydrogen bombs and stuff. I mean, no matter what you do, like, humanity comes from Africa, so it's like, what are we doing? Why are we waiting? Why not just tell the truth? Why keep on trying to cover it up and have these secret societies and beat black people on TV and social media with police? And it's kind of like, you just want to perpetuate the inferiority complex, or like, you know the truth doesn't change regardless of how many times you try and destroy the clock, how many statues you try and deface, how many books you try and burn. It doesn't matter. It's like you're just prolonging the inevitable. It's like you can't switcheroo and go to a different continent because everybody knows now. And it's like, okay, what are you gonna do now? You can't reset the clock again. And it's quite funny at this point because once I get this platform to a higher position for the commercial audiences, the truth is simply going to come out at a faster rate. So, it's like you can't. The 7 days of the week was created by Africans, so it's like, are we going to keep like repeating this? Like, what are we going to do? Like, 7 days of the week comes from Africa, according to Dr. Ivan Van Sertima. Few people are too afraid. I was thinking about the movie They Live. They show how they travel instantly. That would be really cool. Yeah, it'd be helpful if we can travel at the speed of light, but we're not there yet. Um, Probably because of the burning of the books, like the Library of Alexandria, that's been burnt 3 times, according to Dr. Mfudishi Jehutimus. Said the Library of Alexandria was burned in 500 BC, once again by the Greeks, and then eventually by Julius Caesar, and then burnt in, I think, the 380. I don't know the exact dates because I'm not a historian. I'm just giving some of what I know. But the Library of Alexandria has been burnt 3 times, and also in destruction of, I believe, the book by Destruction of African Civilizations by Chancellor Williams. mentions that the burning of the library at Alexandria set humanity back about like a couple thousands of years. So, it'd be nice to travel instantly, but we lost that knowledge due to the book burning. So, like, we kind of have to start all over again, but we still know the knowledge comes from Africa. As a matter of fact, the temples are built to the ratio of pi. Before Greece existed. So it's like it's funny. It's like you mean to tell me no celebrities know this knowledge? No celebrities know that um, Africans created the calendar, the clocks, and time? Like we're just gonna keep pretending that? Well, you got people that's actually putting in the work, actually inventing things. For example, like slow-moe'd, our business, like I'm creating speculative masonry with our Moorish portals that we're able to create. It's not operational masonry as of yet due to our following and our funds. So with y'all help, with y'all supporting our business, with y'all supporting our fashion, interacting with us, etc., we can get it started on the conversation. But as of right now, we're only operating as, in Freemasonry terms, speculative masonry. So we're using thought. Thought simply comes from Jehuti, or Thoth, the Greek name, or Hermes Trismegistus, the Greek name. But these are all principles that every human being possesses. They just have to have the knowledge and the will to get to that knowledge. So, in the meantime, we got these big platformers that want to talk about things that don't matter, things that don't relate to actually benefiting humanity, but just causing schism and debates. I'll let y'all know my thoughts and opinions on there's a YouTuber called Urban Politicians. Shout out to Urban Politicians. He basically got into a debate with DJ Vlad. As y'all know, I've mentioned DJ Vlad on this channel. But to start off, DJ Vlad is considered what urban politicians calls quote unquote nigga needer. Now, urban politicians calls DJ Vlad and Adam 22 from No Jumper nigga needers. He called them that because they basically need the so-called black people, aka niggas, African Americans, coloreds, Negroes, Afro Americans, etc. He called them. He says that both those, DJ Vlad and Adam 22, needs niggas in order to get content. However, I have mentioned to urban politicians multiple times in this comment section, Moors are the dark-skinned people. I've listed book references under his comment section. Has he read it? Probably not. But trying to get the message across, trying to communicate. I'm an upcoming brand owner. Well, I'm already a brand owner, but upcoming huge brand owner, because it's just a matter of time. It's already in existence, and it's just a matter of time. It's just in the waiting process. We're in that limbo. So I already addressed this to him. I already said that multiple times, gave him book references. I've talked with not talked with, but I've commented under DJ Vlad's videos, calling them out, putting them on the spot, basically saying that, he's not telling the truth. If you're gonna tell the truth, be honest. Be honest. However, I've also mentioned that DJ Vlad is a Freemason, which he said himself. Made a post on Twitter, made various posts. I edited him. I've commented on his videos, etc. My platform just isn't big enough to get that exposure yet. So when I do get that exposure, I'm gonna address it then. And I will deliver evidence exposing that the falsehoods that he's been saying can be challenged. And that's just to come. That's just to come in the future. Jesse Lee Peterson as well, Tariq Nasheed, etc. True Science 101. So this is multiple people, which all help. We can get to a higher platform to where we can have a conversation with these individuals and see where their knowledge stands as far as human history goes. Because a lot of these guys with these big followings, these celebrities, they like to talk. They like to talk about things that doesn't really matter. Besides just getting to the point and touching on facts. So yeah, that's where we're at. We're just gonna be honest. We're gonna keep it real. We're gonna keep it authentic, and we're gonna call people out. And we're gonna get to the evidence. We're gonna see what's really going on. Because as of right now, I'm laying out the evidence, laying out as many factual points as I can, and giving references for self-study. So yeah, that's where we're at on that. And yeah, we need y'all's support. Y'all continued support. And I'm having a ball. I'm having fun. Even though my YouTube channel is small, I'm enjoying the process because I know it's only a matter of time. I know that wholeheartedly. I had to sacrifice too much to get to this point. And I know that not having a lot of views currently doesn't really mean anything. Not having a lot of likes doesn't mean anything. I already know that. Just by me speaking and recording this, somebody's gonna watch it. I already know that. So I don't have to have right now, 200 views. I don't have to have 100 people watching at one time. It would be cool if I could. It'll get our goal faster. It'll help our watch hours on YouTube, etc. I'll be able to deliver messages. I'll be able to reply to more comments. I'll be able to, etc. The list just goes on, but I can. There's so much knowledge to be delivered. There's so many eavesdroppers. So many people want to know, but don't want to say nothing. So it's like, it's pretty interesting. You got secret society members, you got spies, you got eavesdroppers, cow ones, ignorant, the knowledgeable, etc. There's so many levels to it. It's like, you know, so many levels. And it's funny. It's because it's just a matter of time. It's like, I'm telling the truth. I'm keeping it real, keeping it authentic, and just a nigga from the hood that decided to get some knowledge and not to participate in the tomfoolery, to not participate in the foolishness, and go along with the crowd, to go against the grain, to explore what's really been going on that other people aren't gonna do. For example, many people aren't gonna run a marathon. A marathon is 26.1 miles, 26.2 miles. The concept of marathon was started by, I think, a Greek or Roman, one of those. I can't think of his name, but I think it was during the War of Troy. He had ran 26 miles and he died. He ended up dying after running 26 miles to deliver his message. Now, a lot of people die from doing 26.2 miles, running that long. A lot of people can't run 100 miles, which is what I did. As you can see right here, this moon, this is the trophy for first place in the full moon ultra marathon 100 miler. A lot of people can't do that. So, such a daunting task like that can only be accomplished by a couple 100,000 human beings on this planet. Possibly more, but some choose not to do that. Some choose not to do that daunting task. Some choose not to study to get the knowledge to be able to do that. And that just comes back full circle of going against the grain and relating back to our business, using Moorish science, dark-skinned African science, to create Moorish portals with speculative masonry, not operational masonry. So we can't create portals physically. We can, the Moorish arches, as you can see right here, that's the physical. I have a blog on I have an article on my blog, on our official website. Link is in the description. But I have a blog relaying how the difference between the physical and the speculative masonry of slow-moed Moorish portals and how it relates to each other. I have that available to read. So if you're not watching our slow-moed Moorish portals, you can read our blog. We have various articles. They're available in over 18 different languages, ready to be read for you guys that I can't espouse fully in the video. So it's all ready for you guys and curated for your interests. So we just need y'all's support, and it's just a matter of time. And like I said in the last video, our last live, the victory is already here. It's just we have to pretend because I don't know. And that's where we at. They can't put the splinters of the Sphinx's nose back on the Sphinx or the Haru M. Aketi pyramid, statue in ancient Kemet or Egypt. They can't put the nose back on the Sphinx because of some unknown reason that's been mentioned by Dr. Ivan Van Sertima. So it's funny. It's like we're just waiting, okay? They're waiting for people to die. They're waiting for people to die out. So the information will be lost forever. With digital media, they're trying to erase or snip it out or edit out or trim out parts of videos or take parts of videos that have the truth in them and make the audio real low so you can't hear what they're saying, or blur it out or do something. It's always something, to cover it up. And this is what I'm saying. Like, this is why, like, some celebrities, they don't say it fully, and it's like what are you waiting on? We all know. Well, we all don't know the truth, but some people do, some people don't. Some people don't want to espouse it for reasons unknown. Are they a part of a secret society? I don't know. I don't have the answers to these questions. If y'all can, list in the comment section which celebrities are part of secret societies that are unwilling to share or espouse the Moorish or African mystical knowledge that I am espousing through our business. Let us know in the comment section. That really help out. That help out the viewers that are watching, the listeners that are listening, etc. Depending on the accessibility. But yeah, we currently don't have 100,000 subscribers on YouTube yet. But I tell you what, just give us the opportunity. Give me the opportunity. If the celebrity's not gonna say it, I'll say it. YouTube vloggers, etc. Some of them, like the King's the King's monologue. He's been putting in work. espousing Moorish science, Moorish history. There's various African scholars touching on this. Dr. Infudisi Jahutimas, Kaba Hawata Kamene, Taj Tariq Bey, Abdullah El Talik Mosley Bey, even alive and deceased. Asa G. Hilliard III, Charles S. Finch Jr. III, Dr. Edward W. Robinson Jr., and so many others. It's just a matter of time, man. The knowledge is already here. We just need y'all support. Y'all continued support, and y'all been fabulous supporters. Y'all are a part of us as well. We couldn't do it without you guys. So yeah, in your quest for truth, a lot of, like I mentioned earlier, a lot of friendships are going to fail. A lot of relationships are going to fail. That's to be expected. And I'm glad that I didn't commit to these false friendships and false relationships, because I wouldn't have seen the growth that I've seen. I wouldn't have unveiled I would have still been veiled by the ignorance instead of gaining wisdom. Had I stuck with these individuals that were on lower vibrations, I couldn't have risen to higher plateaus of knowledge and wisdom. So I'm very thankful. Some may call that God, but I'm thankful for that. I had to, before stumbling upon this knowledge, I went through a lot of different spiritual belief systems, just to get to an understanding of what's been going on, why dark-skinned people have been treated inferior for centuries and generations. So it took a long time. And I'm glad that I didn't end up dead or in jail for some evil plots by the people controlling the narrative. Very glad that I was able to think outside the box and create Moorish science for the masses, to get these concepts out to you guys, to get this speculative masonry out to you guys. So this isn't just a totalitarian, like I said earlier. This isn't a Moorish empire, etc. If we're going to the roots of the words, which is what I'm doing, I'm going to the actual etymological meaning of the words in English language, going back into Greek and Roman. So that's the difference. Not just religious creeds. And that's the part of the confusion that's been going on the internet and through these various so-called scholars. They have been perpetuating these lies to continue their narrative of putting off time so that people die out along with the information. but it will never happen. It will never happen. They can't recreate the clock. And even if they do, it's just the effort is pretty ridiculous. You still can't hide the anthropological evidence, the biological evidence, as long as you use these systems. And even if we fall as human beings, even if we fall into the dark ages again, we will still have to go back to that knowledge and restart it all over again. So, as far as traveling light speed, who knows if we could have did this? The libraries of Alexandria have been burned down 3 times, setting humanity back thousands of years. Now, if y'all are followers of the manga One Piece or anime One Piece, is very symbolic of the burning down of the Library of Alexandria. The story of the character Robin, the last, the last of the humans to be able to read the poneglyphs. The burning down of O'Hara, the O'Hara Library, and even now, currently in the current arc of the manga at Elbaf, One Piece at Elbaf. I think chapter 1100 and something. I don't know. I'm almost caught up. I'm about like 10 chapters behind right now, or maybe 5. But yeah, currently the One Piece pirate crew, or the Straw Hat Pirates, they're currently in Elbaf. And Elbaf has a library as well that's about to be burned down by, I believe this, I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it for y'all, but it's pretty good. Y'all should check it out. Buy the latest volumes of One Piece. Get the official One Piece, but the story of the burning downs of libraries is quite interesting. It's very sad too, because a lot of knowledge has been lost by book burnings. And it's ridiculous. It's childish, but like Solon said to the Egyptian, well, like the priest, the Egyptian priest said to Solon, and that Plato wrote in his book Timaeus, "You Greeks are nothing but children. You have no records of the past due to various delusions. So it all ties back full circle. If you burn the books, you're going to be childlike in mind. You're going to be docile. And you're going to have to restart over again. Still from the origins. So y'all can take that with a grain of salt, but it's the truth nonetheless. And this is the truth that most of these celebrities are not going to touch on, or these big platforms. They won't touch on this information. Is that sweat? Yeah, it is. Don't mind that, but it's hot. So, yeah. We in here like swimwear. And I thank y'all for tuning in and sticking around, watching this message, enjoying the bossa nova. And yeah, man, we just espousing this knowledge for you guys. Make sure y'all go to our official website, browse our page, got slow-moed portal, our latest slow-moed portal, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Adam and Eve by Nas featuring The Dream. Go and check that out. Give that a like and comment, and a like, comment, share. Check us out. We got plenty of valuable information on our website. We got our merchandise as well. Here's the shirt that I'm currently wearing, 720 Degrees of Wisdom. It's available right now. Make sure you get you one in different colors. Check out our blogs, and our various articles. Available in 18 different languages. And it's all available to you guys. We're very thankful for y'all's support. And we're seeking to expand our channel. We're seeking to get more eyes and ears interested in what we have to espouse. Because the information that we're sharing is critical and is needed now. Not later, it's needed now. The faster we can get this relayed on a massive level, the better humanity will be. And that's a fact. I've already presented the evidence, and I will continue to present the evidence at a at an accelerated speed. Continue to present the evidence to you guys. But yeah, every subscribe is appreciated. Every like is appreciated. Every like, every subscribe is appreciated. It's not overlooked. We're doing what we can. Doing what we can with what little we got. You know, we don't have all the tools as of right now, but we're able to make do with what we got. And that's how I was raised. That's how I was raised, to make do with what little I had. You know, grew up very humble. Though I probably wasn't perceived as humble being raised, you know, because people don't see the other side. And, you know, there's a lot that goes behind the scenes. And it's like, man, just keep it real, man. I've always been able to separate the wheat, the grain from the wheat, etc. Separate the real from the fake. I've always had that judgment of Anpu or Anubis, able to have that judgment of the real from the fake. You know, and thank goodness for that, because a lot of people don't possess that trait. A lot of people can't tell the real from the fake. So they get trapped up in that, that delusion. That takes listening, patience, positive virtues, not just for self-aggrandizement. So yeah, always be true to yourself. We're gonna keep on creating slow-moed Moorish portals using African science and wisdom. We're gonna keep doing that. Uh, Certain circumstances are limiting us from being able to put out or create portals at a faster rate. That's why we need y'all continued support and subscriptions. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year, if that's possible. We are, I believe, 34 subscribers away from 900 subscribers. And mind you, I didn't have to go around on various social media just spamming family and friends to join, to subscribe to our channel. I didn't have to send a message to my whole friends list and constantly remind them to subscribe. So I literally had to get it from the grit. I literally had to do it myself. So I'm not to sound feminist or so to speak, but I don't have the looks of a woman. So I'm not able to generate as much likes, and uh, since I'm a man, it's harder to get more what do you call it, more y'all know what I'm talking about. Not to sound biased in any sense, I'm just speaking on the facts. I can't get as much support as as a woman in my place could, just so to speak. I'm keeping it real. So, you know what I'm saying? I can't generate 1,000 subscribers just by, doing some yoga. You feel me? Like, I ain't have to send over 1,000 requests on Facebook and Instagram or Twitter to get subscribers. This is all generated by me putting out content on YouTube, me just marketing the website, marketing our YouTube, creating the portals, interacting with you guys. Like this is like really like grinded from the dirt type stuff, because my YouTube channel existed probably 10 years before I even started doing creating these portals for you guys and taking my channel to this direction. So I didn't start out trying to like create Moorish portals. It just happened over time with knowledge and understanding, and it just got with the program. Things just clicked, just aligned up like the planets. Like I said in the last live, a lot of people like to look for instant gratification and instant success. They don't want to put in the work. They think it just happens overnight. They want to eavesdrop. They want to spectate, but they don't want to put in the work. They don't contribute their personal time into bettering themselves. And not to talk down on anybody, I'm just stating the facts or the evidence, so to speak. But yeah, a lot of people like to eavesdrop and spectate, but don't want to put in the work. Look for the instant gratification, like to scam, like to lie, manipulate, cheat, etc. Just to get to the clout, just to get the exposure, just to get the monies, etc. We're not on that. We're about getting in the mud, getting getting nitty gritty, mano y mano, etc. We're about getting on on the grind, on hustling, real authentic hustling, not cheating the system, not doing it the righteous way, using righteousness to get to the promised land, though the promised land is already here. It's just the illusion that the promised land isn't. Yeah, man. So, like I said previously, I know I say like I said previously a lot because I have said it previously. And I'll just reiterate it because I said it already. I just want to make sure y'all know. But yeah, I didn't have no help. Um, I had a little help, but like as far as like coming up with the ideas like from scratch, I've been getting inspiration from nobody. Then nobody give me inspiration to create Moorish portals using speculative masonry. Who's gonna come across and just mention that information that isn't a part of a secret society that can't uh, introduce you to a book that that says the same thing that I'm saying. That book being ancient, free and accepted Freemasonry, Oriental. I can't think of the damn name, but Oriental Freemasonry, something like that. I can't think of the correct term name right now. Bob mentioned it in previous videos, but if y'all study Masonic literature, y'all will be able to find speculative masonry and get an understanding of what that means. But yeah, I had to get it out of the mud. I ain't have no big support system. I ain't have nobody to motivate me. I just have to believe in myself. Believe in myself, want better for myself, and want better for human nature, humanity in general. Because the relationships and friendships that I was in wasn't gearing me towards this level of understanding. It's hard to build with individuals that don't want to contribute to your dreams and your aspirations. Try to, I tried to put these people on. I tried to try my hardest to get them to see, get them to want to learn about this information, want to aspire for more knowledge. But like the old saying goes, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Try to get these people to listen but it just my words fell on deaf ears. So I mean, like I said earlier, it just delays the process. It delays the process of getting to the truth. And that's why these celebrities out here not espousing the truth and just delaying time and let me drop an album to keep you busy. So I can so they can continue touring and going to different countries and buying all these designer clothing brands that don't espouse anything, but just the constant circular capitalism thing, as opposed to actually getting somewhere. So our brand offers esoteric knowledge and fashion as well, both sides of the coin. You see, you get to you get your cake and you eat it too, so to speak. And you're also helping other individuals as well because you're hipping them or putting them on to more knowledge that they might be lacking in certain areas. So it all comes back full circle. Once and again, helping humanity by giving humanity knowledge. But yeah, I can't thank y'all enough. We ain't came so far, and we're almost to 1,000 subscribers, and that's just one part of the way. So many parts that are unseen, but who knows how many parts of the puzzle are left. We're just doing our part, putting back Osiris or ASAR, putting back his pieces. So if you stuck with me this far, this is our longest live stream. We're currently at 1 hour, 43 minutes. Drop in the comment section if y'all would like to see longer live streams, if y'all would like to see more live streams. Drop that in the comment section. Let me know. Give this video a like, give it a share, save it, favorite it, etc. We're gonna keep live streaming every Wednesday. We usually give you, we usually notify you guys on our Twitter. Currently, we're only doing it on our Twitter. We eventually plan to do it on our website and other platforms. But yeah, we've been making that announcement on every Wednesday on our Twitter page, so or X page. So give us a follow on our X page. We share a valuable. We're very active on our X page, so feel free to follow our X page. Retweet our tweets, comment on our tweets, like our tweets, etc. Because we plan to be very active on our X page. That's where a lot of the misinformation is shared, and also the comments and the posts, the tweets on X. They last longer times than YouTube, because YouTube, the comments can be removed or deleted or etc. And it's like you can't really tell what the hell been going on, because somebody can come along and delete your tweet, and I mean delete your comment, and you won't even know that knowledge existed. So that's why I prefer X to like communicate on a mass level through text. So that's where we're at. So make sure you follow our X. We post on there most frequently than any other platform, so to speak. The link is in the description, so give us a follow, or you can go at slow-moed 420. The number is 420 at the end, and give us a follow. We've been sitting here talking for 2 hours. I'm tired. I don't talk that much. Talking for 2 hours, giving y'all some knowledge off the top of the head, etc. Hope y'all can take something from this, rewatch it, share it, like it, comment, etc. We're here for the people. The people want to know, so we're gonna let them have it. The celebrity is not gonna tell this truth, or at least some will. The big time platformer is not gonna tell the truth, at least some will. But let us get on that level, and we plan to keep it real like we've been doing, and transport you all to different dimensions of knowledge using our esoteric knowledge and espousing the truth through mystical information. We don't just talk jargon here. We back it up with evidence. It may sound like mumbo jumbo, but mumbo jumbo is Africanisms or African words. So they actually exist. That evidence is evident in Joseph E. Holloway's book, Africanisms. Just giving references and evidence, backing up what I'm saying. So it's not just jargon. It's not fake. Like I said, we use Moorish African wisdom to create Moorish portals to transport y'all speculatively to different levels through different dimensions using our method of ASAR, which is animated slow alternative reality, or animation slow alternative reality, or anime slow alternative reality. So check out our slow-moed portals, give those likes, comments, and share them on your social media platforms. If y'all work out, y'all can watch our slow-mo playlist. We recently removed our other playlists on YouTube due to our slow-mo playlist didn't contain all of our slow-mo portals. So we had to remove the other playlists outside of them so that all of the slow-mo portals fell in one place. That way, you guys can look at all of our slow-mo Moorish portals at one time, and you can basically pick out those songs and put on the playlist. Enjoy your late night stroll, your beach relaxing, your treadmill running, etc. You can enjoy that while watching our slow mode portals, taking y'all to different dimensions. If y'all love anime, if y'all love games, if y'all love movies, that can take y'all to that dimension. If y'all love rap, different type of genres of music, rock, soul, R&B, etc. Instrumentals. We just jumble that up and take y'all to break the fourth wall on these dimensions and basically take y'all there speculatively, as I would call speculative masonry. But yeah, we have fun doing that, and just every time you rewatch the portals or you go to our Moorish portals, it takes you to a different place each time, and you discover something new each time. So we have fun creating them, and it's just a matter of time. We would love to put them out faster at a faster rate, but we need more of you guys' support. We need to get to 1,000 subscribers, so with y'all help, we can make that happen. Just make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and tell a friend. Or oh wow, I think it just restarted. Dang, I couldn't get to 2 hours for some reason. Oh man. Oh well. Ah. Will I have to just call this quits? I think so. Well, I thank y'all for tuning in. Um, looks like this is gonna be the second upload. This part might not get posted, but I'll see what I can do because the last stream has ended. I don't know what this is gonna be named, so I might not even upload this. But thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. We live stream every Wednesday, and we give a notice on the day of Wednesday what time we're gonna be coming on live. So I thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for chopping it up. Thank y'all for listening or viewing. And peace out.